All right, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, brothers and sisters. Brothers and sisters all over the world. Kakas and dadas and kakas. Habari Asabui, Habari Asabui, Habari Zam China, Habari Zajioni, brothers and sisters all over the world. The name of this channel is The African Times, and I'm Thomas. All right, everybody, just had to jump in. Got a couple of things I want to talk to you about, and also to get your opinion. I need you to talk to me and help me out with a few things. So, I'm walking through local area. I'm still in Tanzania, and it's been 3 years since I've been in Tanzania. 3 years. Moving to Africa 3 years ago and living in Tanzania for the entire time. So, I have a lot of experiences that I can talk to you about. I want to share with you. As I told you from day one, first video I did here, truth or death. Truth or death. And the purpose of really kind of sharing these experiences with you here is to help those of you who are thinking about moving to Africa and living here, not just in Tanzania, but anywhere you may go, to be able to give you some insight, some real hands-on, boots on the ground insight, so that it can help you make a good decision. Maybe you can avoid the mistakes or failures or things that I went through and that me and the family went through, but also you can share in some of the successes that we went through, and you can learn and you can avoid some of the pitfalls and maybe have a smoother process, a smoother transition. That's what our goal is. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn the camera around just to kind of let you see the typical local neighborhood. This is, when I mean local, I mean it's a mixture here of both or a variety of social classes in a neighborhood. Not an affluent neighborhood where it's totally affluent with high income earners or high level officials, but just an area where there's a mixture of working people, people with good jobs, business owners, but also people, small business owners, as well as individuals who may not have as much wealth as others, so they would live modestly. All right, so I'm going to turn the camera around as I'm strolling. This journey that I'm taking, I'm going to be talking to you during this journey and explaining to you, asking you some questions, really. And I'm going to specifically focus on Tanzanian people, my good brothers and sisters from Tanzania. I need to ask you some questions. I need you to answer some questions for me. And my people from all over the world, both in the U.S. and other English-speaking countries. I'm going to speak in Swahili and English because I really want to express to the Tanzanian people my sincerity, but also I want to let them know that I wasn't just here living as an American abroad and not really trying to become a part of the Tanzanian family. I really had hoped to do that. So this is my best effort with my Swahili, and I'll explain to you why my Swahili is where it is right now. Okay, so I'm going to turn the camera around just for a minute so you can see the stroll up this street that I'm walking up, okay? That I'm walking on, okay? All right, and then we'll be right back. All right, hold on. All right. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bouncy. This is the street I'm walking on. It's a nice wide street. It's beautiful. I don't know if you can see though in the road. It was raining, so we have some some puddles there, and you have the puddles there because the road is not flat, it's not smooth. Because as I said, this is a local area, But I'm actually out away from what it's called town, like in Dar, down where the big buildings are. What we would say downtown, where I'm from in America, we'd say downtown, or in the city. There's an area out here we call what we would call in America the suburbs, where it's very affluent. But the area I'm at, we said local. Where I'm walking right now, it's local. And so this street is wide. It has nice parts to the street where the ground is kind of flat, smooth. But it's a nice road in the sense that you can drive on it during the rainy season and it's still going to be solid. You're not going to get stuck or anything like that. So that's a good thing. Now as you move down the road, you'll see people walking and going about their business every day. Then there's like a regular store there. And, you'll see as I'm walking down to my right, in the right of the screen, you'll see that there is another little market that's owned by someone there. People getting their business from people who walk down the street. And you see these beautiful trees here. I love those tall trees. When I was in America, I planted quite a few of those at my house before I left and came here. Again, I want to apologize for the bumpiness. This phone, my phone was stolen, and as a result, I had to buy another phone. And this phone, I don't know if it has a stabilizer for the camera. I was hoping that it did. I tried to look for it. I couldn't find it. Maybe if some of you can text in. It's in Phoenix. I think it's in Phoenix I-30. So if there's a place in the settings where I can go to put stabilization on, I'd like to know. Maybe you can help me. And then when I shoot the videos where I'm walking or moving, it won't be so shaky. But okay, yeah. So this is kind of, you can see here, that's a house that's still being built. I don't know if they're going to complete it or if they've abandoned the idea completely. It's hard to tell. Sometimes they can build a structure. You can see back there, neighborhood, further down that street. But here, it's comfortable in the sense that, and I think it's good, that if you don't have all the money to build the house, you can build it, start it. Nobody's going to bother you. You work on it and save your pennies until you get it built. So that is what we had planned on doing. And if you look back in the history of our videos, you'll see that there was an effort by us to do that. Which also, I want some of you guys to look back through some of those videos, because there you will see, you'll really get a chance to see what our intentions were as a company, what my intentions were personally, and how I interacted with the people. As I told you, the original goal for coming here was to create jobs, create opportunity, to help families, and be good Tanzanian partners, and good African citizens living in the motherland. And I'm not the only one who has had that kind of vision, that kind of desire, that goal. I found many of our brothers and sisters coming here from America, but also from other parts of the world. See a good little dada there. From all other parts of the world. They had the same kind of idea. Now, that's where we get into what I'm going to be talking to you about. The idea, the plan, the goal, what you wanted to do, what you wanted to accomplish. Now, there are some people here who come from abroad, and they don't really want to do any business. They just really are looking for a good place to live, or, maybe a cheaper place to live. But some of them come with the ideas and the values that they are bringing with them from the other places where they were living. I didn't really do that. For me, I wasn't crazy about the values that were in the U.S. Family values, they call them. Remember, they were preaching family values, preaching it, Bill Clinton, family values, and all of that, and the social values and all that. Even things now that have slowly begun to get into the educational system there. It just wasn't something I was wild about, and I just didn't feel good that my children could grow up and be mentally and spiritually and physically healthy there. They probably could be physically healthy, because I could kind of, as best I could, control the food. But also, hold on, let me just jump in and tell you. See, straight ahead, you can see that's what we would call maybe like a service drive. And on the service drive, you got many businesses down there. I've walked down there many times. So here, this is a main road down there. It's a big road. This is the road where I had the accident. Some of you may recall where the vehicle in the Bajaji I was in, the Bajaji flipped over and landed on top of me, and I couldn't get. I was pinned under it. And remember, this road. You see those buses there? Here, people they're moving. They're in a hurry, it seems. And if there's a line of people will drive on the other side of the road. If there are a line of cars on one side slowing the progress moving forward, then the people, even the buses, the trucks, other cars, motorcycles, whatever, they'll get on the other side of the road and they'll start driving. And that's how I had the accident. There was a truck that got into my lane, and it was at night. I was in a black Bajaji, and it was at night. It was dark, and in that part of the road, there were no street lights. They don't really have a lot of street lights in this part of the area where I live in Dar. They don't really have a lot of street lights, so it's very dark. And I'm not sure if the truck saw me. Partly my lights were dim or what have you, but nevertheless, we had to avoid each other. And trying to avoid each other, that's how I had to swerve away. I had to swerve away from the brother in the truck, and that's when the Bajaji tipped over. So look, here, this is just a general main road. You see, quite busy. I'm about to get on one of these buses that you see that are coming by, and then I'm going to turn the camera back around and I'm going to talk to you. If the noise allows me to do that. If it doesn't, then what I'm going to do is when I get to where I'm going, I know I can find a spot that's pretty quiet, and then I'll be able to talk to you. So, okay, again, this is just an area here in Tanzania, in Dar es Salaam. It's an area, and so I'll be right back. All right, hold on. Talk to you soon.